This song made me think about my grandpa. Somebody was playing it today, and I said, I'm going to open up with this song today, because this used to be my grandpa's jam. I couldn't appreciate it when I was a young tyke, but now I do. Down home blues, down home blues. All she wanted to hear was those down home blues all night long. Anyway, what's up, y'all? What did I do today? Happy Wednesday. I feel like with them working hard and me working hard, that was really wearing me out. They were swimming. I felt like the water would cool me off watching them, but really they just wore me out. That made me even more tired. So I don't know if watching the Olympics while running is a perfect scenario, but I got the job done nevertheless. Did that. Ate some Chipotle and watched Teen Mom marathons all day. Because why do I need these last 2 brain cells that I have? Exciting happened today, y'all. Another hot, scorching day. Shout out to my husband who had to go to work in the heat. He survived. He's back at work. I'm back at work. Vacation's over. It's back to reality check. Other than that, y'all, I have nothing too much to yap about in my personal life, so let's get into some news. Boar's Head has expanded its recall to dozens of meat and poultry amid the listeria. Stay away from the meats right now, y'all. I think somebody was trying to feed that to the homeless today. I think my sister was saying, but they called it off. I don't know. It might have reached my city. People are overdosing the injectable weight loss drug. FDA warns, duh. They're like, this ain't working fast enough. See the mother bear and her cubs that survived Jasper National Park's largest wildfire in 100 years. They're still talking about that Venezuela election. People are not happy. People are protesting. Vice President Kamala Harris will visit Philadelphia on Tuesday with her running mate for campaign event. Harris has not yet announced her running mate yet, but the decision is expected on Monday. Who's she gonna pick? How feral chickens rule the roost in Key West. What fuels an Olympian? 3 athletes share what they eat in a typical day. Honestly, and I got a story time on them camps. They said they ain't got no air, they ain't got no good food. I don't know how these people, this might be why USA is not dominating everything, because y'all know we like to eat over there. Actor Zooey Deschanel is bringing the beloved children's book Harold and the Purple Crayon to the big screen. Jazz Legends and nonprofit focus on accessibility to inspire next generation of musicians. Despite protests by animal rights activists in Alpine Italian province on Tuesday, confirmed the unaliving of a female bear believed to be responsible for an attack on a French hiker. The Senate passed legislation Tuesday that it is designed to protect children from dangerous online content, pushing forward with what would be the first major effort by Congress in decades to hold tech companies accountable for the harm they cause. Who has the most Olympic medals? These countries' athletes have the most wins. I don't think it's the United States yet. Amazon distributed hundreds of thousands of hazardous products sold by third parties through e-commerce giant's platform and is responsible for recalling them. Yeah, Alibaba. Team USA's men's gymnastics is hopeful there will be a new interest in their sport after winning the bronze medal for the first time in 16 years. Yeah, hopefully they get some other people. Seems like that's all they need, some new young blood. There's not a lot of male gymnasts. Maryland is the first state in the nation to pass a law aimed at thwarting an increasingly common scam known as gift card draining. Vice President is campaigning in Georgia, where President Trump leads in the polls. I know she had Meg Thee Stallion there. Simone Biles and Team USA won gold in women's gymnastics, pushing the U.S. past 3,000 medals in Olympic history, more than any other country. Still talking about the wildfires in California. Cherokee Nation is utilizing harm reduction programs to help individuals struggling with addiction. The controversial programs focus on preventing drug overdoses. Hopefully it works. Jury deliberations have begun in the case of former ballerina Ashley Benfield, who is charged with unaliving her husband, Doug Benfield. Iran is trying to undercut Donald Trump's 2024 presidential campaign as efforts by Russia seek to influence in Trump's favor, U.S. intelligence say ahead of November's election. Doesn't matter who wins, everybody's going to say something happened afoul. Breaking, the Israeli military on Tuesday said an unalived Fahd Shakur, Hezbollah's most senior military commander, after carrying out a rare strike in Beirut, raising the stakes in the escalating tensions with the Lebanese militant group. The Senate is still going back and forth with the Secret Service about their handling of what happened with Trump. Inflation has led to price surges at grocery stores, car dealerships, and even dining restaurants nationwide. A new study finds this also the main motive behind another recent surge: shoplifting. You think? Let's see. The use of layoffs as a tool for cutting costs is common among companies both large and small, but a new survey suggests that some employers have masked the true reason for why layoffs at their company took place. They always do. There was like a lot of layoffs after September 11th. Simone Biles has become the most decorated U.S. gymnast after Team USA wins gold. Close to 1 in 3 adolescents in the U.S. received mental health treatment in 2023. Trusting Google to deliver best search results can hurt your wallet. Google stay all in my business, and I need to go re-up on them not listening and monitoring everything I say and do, because I'm tired of seeing ads about stuff that I know I didn't search for. Delta Airlines has hired a famed attorney, David Boyd, to seek potential damages following the days of the canceled flights. They definitely need an attorney. 17 human skulls buried in metal boxes have been unearthed as a suspect of shrine in the center of Uganda, and there may be more. Authorities in Guyana seized a semi-submersible vessel that was being used for drug trafficking through one of the nation's jungles. It was seized along with 615 tons of illegal drugs and 505 tons of precursor chemicals worth $1.6 billion. An oil spill that leaked more than 34,000 into southern Louisiana Bayou over the weekend has already unalived wildlife and prompted a water conservation order for the people in the area. The United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket carrying a U.S. Space Force satellite blasted off in Cape Canaveral 2 minutes after sunrise on Tuesday and streaked into space as a kickoff of secrecy-shrouded mission. Yeah, right, they trying to get them people home. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un has regained weight and appears to have obesity-related health problems such as high blood pressure and diabetes, and his officials are looking for new medicine abroad to treat them. Get that man some Ozempic. Kim Jong-un, he over there eating a lot. Massive landslides sparked by torrential rain swept away homes in hilly areas of southern India's Kerala state on Tuesday, unaliving 60 people and leaving dozens more missing. Microsoft says some of its 365 services are experiencing problems that are keeping customers from using cloud-based apps, which include Word, PowerPoint, and Outlook. What's going on, Bill Gates? So with that, feds to seek 52 months in prison in January 6th case of Brian Jackson, who pleaded guilty to assaulting police. They argue he threw a pole at a police officer and later texted, "We stood up for America Day. Be proud we did it. F the whole ASS cops that are traitors and F'd up that Capitol." Since 1978, the Annunciation House has received tens of thousands of migrants, giving newcomers a lifeline to helping Border Patrol prevent overcrowding. But amid deepening polarization over immigration, the state of Texas is seeking to close its shelter. Alright, y'all, I think we caught up. Let's see what I liked on here. So, some restaurant in Philly is serving prison food.
And I just want to say, no weird shit, I've been slandering the fuck out of bro for a better part of a year now. And that's no disrespect to him. I think he make good food. Nice meals. I done pulled up on his block like 3-4 times to Grand Platters. And you know what I'm saying? I done pulled up to where he cook at too. His food good. I fuck with it. Fuck with him. But he fucking trip. Matter of fact, he's not even the one tripping. He's the chef. He's supposed to make what niggas want. You niggas are tripping. I don't know what y'all whole thing be. You trying to show somebody that you just so fucking street, you so trench, you so gutter. For what? Why the fuck are you eating Chi-Chi's? Matter of fact, why are you buying Chi-Chi's? Outside of prison is fucking my head up. You about to go down there, I don't know how much he charging. I'm assuming he charging a dub, because damn near everything else is a dub. You're paying a dub for Chi-Chi's? You can make that shit with $2.35 max. Matter of fact.
I mean, he got a gimmick. People are loving it, so don't hate on the man. Alright, I guess I didn't like that many apps on things on this app today. Let's see what TMZ got going on. Ryan Garcia's ex gets a restraining order over alleged threats that says she says the judge will likely dismiss. Ryan Garcia had been losing it. Meg Thee Stallion rocks the house at Kamala's ATL rally. Quavo shows love too. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. I know she was singing that. Jax Taylor seeking inpatient treatment for his mental health. Kanye West, bye-bye Malibu Mansion, gutted mansion in escrow. J.D. Vance called for war on feminist, anti-child ideology in resurfaced interview. Simone Biles wants you to shut up about her hair, just don't. Simone said it's too hot over there, she can't keep her hair laid. I know that's right. UK rioters attack a Southport mosque, violent clash with cops after people getting hurt over there. Travis and Jason Kelce seeking a massive payday for their podcast, $100 million deal. Travis really ain't about to focus on football. Billy Joe Armstrong catches heat for holding up Trump mask. Bill Maher said Travis is gonna dump Taylor. Bella Hadid, forget Adidas, I'll rodeo my problems away. Eminem and Slim Shady, MGK F our mother, tons of closet cleaning and hilarious AI interview. Had an AI interview together. AI is out of control right now. Jennifer Aniston, my brand is my baby. Take that, J.D. Vance. She's still going in on J.D. Vance. Simone won her 5th Olympic medal, her gold. Ozzy Osbourne, Britney, I'm sorry, but just one more thing. Alec Baldwin, back to my family reality, Cam's role after Rust trial. Chino XL passed away at 50. Hip-hop tributes a flood of timelines. I still don't know who this man is. I know that I don't know who he is, but I know a lot of people referenced him. I don't know who he is. Donald Trump says Kamala's worse than Bernie, rips her laugh, but waffles on debating her. Alright. Yeah, I think we're about to hop over to Reddit because ain't nothing else in the news that I really want to talk about. I'm not seeing anything worth reading. Let's see what these Reddits got going on. What is the hottest thing that someone has told you? I had a fling with someone that started back up again, and after not seeing each other for about a year, when we saw each other again, he said, "You're wearing the same perfume from the first time." I was so turned on that he remembered that. Me slides inside her. I haven't had your in so long. Relationship ended on top shelf disaster, but man, I think about how she turned me on in ways that I'll never experience again. Her dirty talk was stuff of dreams, frequent, spontaneous, had never-ending libido. I did. The sex was amazing, but she was crazy. First time having sex with a new partner, her, wait, stop stressing. And yeah, that's too much for y'all to hear. I started seeing this really confident, flirty woman who had been looking forward to spending time with me just as much as I did her. The original plan for the night was to go back to her place, but I wanted to make a quick stop by mine to pick up a bottle of wine to take. I asked her, "Would you like to come inside?" She gives me a little smirk immediately and says, "I have a feeling I'll be the one asking you that next." We never made it to the place, and she was right. Let's order a large pizza and do nothing all day. Yeah, these things are going to get me in trouble, so I'm about to get out of this thread. Let's see what else we got. What's the secret you discovered that made you leave your ex? Saw a message preview on her lock screen of a dude heart reacting to a message from her saying, "At least you know whenever I'm with him, I'm thinking of you. We had just come back from holiday, our anniversary, and moved in together." How heartbreaking. He decided to see other women but forgot to tell me about it. The guy she was cheating on me with found out about me. He found me at a bar, told me about it, brought me a drink, and I immediately got on the phone and broke up with her. I'm not going to go into super deep detail, but it was nice to have an honorable dude give me the warning instead of weeks of suspicion. I was about to get an apartment with her, and I dodged a bullet. I bragged to a friend in front of my girlfriend that my girlfriend and I had only fought once in 2 years of dating. My girlfriend said the reason we never fought was because she didn't care enough about me to fight about anything. She also was cheating on me, but I didn't learn that one until after the relationship ended. Yeah, if she just let you do whatever she wants, she probably got her whole nother life. Him being a P3 file, continuing an extramarital affair with a single mom so he can do something with her daughter. That was crazy. They're both in prison now. So the mom was with it. That's crazy. It's really crazy. He had an affair with my cousin. 3 months after moving our 3 kids in to another state, she was cheating and got pregnant. She had the child with a guy, then proceeded to cheat on him to get pregnant again, except with twins. So 6 kids in 7 years with 3 people that I know of. He was married with a son. I found a box of his wedding photos, and he tried to tell me that the groom holding the bride was just the best man. Took the train home immediately. He was also not 21. He was 30. Guy was a bell end. Turned out she was essentially collecting boyfriends like they were limited edition trading cards. I was apparently her summer edition. Came to light when I bumped into Mr. Spring at a coffee shop, who was just as clueless as I was. We grabbed a drink to discuss our shared season of dismay. Ended up becoming friends instead. Sort of a bittersweet bonus prize. People be out here. What are some quirks about your body that you think probably isn't normal? A third fully functional kidney. I have 3 kidneys, actually. I have a pelvic kidney. Look at that. First one is Mayati. Probably my underdeveloped third nipple. After having a retinal detachment in May, my left pupil no longer reacts to light. It's huge, so I have mismatched pupils. It looks freaky. My soft spot never fully closed either. I once asked my doctor what, if anything, I should do about it, and he said, I quote, "Don't stick a pencil through it. Helpful advice, my dude, helpful." Don't tell your arch enemy about that. I get cramps in my prostate every once in a while. Don't know why. Last time I brought it up to my doctor, they said, that's weird, and told me I'm too young to have prostate problems. Dude, you need to get a different doctor. One side of my body is significantly larger than the other. On my small foot, my littlest toes are webbed. Batman. Sometimes I have to pee, but nothing comes out, so I scratch the part of my back right above my butt crack, and it makes me immediately have to go. I do that when I'm constipated. It helps me come out. So you scratch your butt crack? I can taste eardrops. Every doctor told me that's impossible, but that's my experience. 61 years old, and I'm by no means a regular exerciser, but my resting heart rate is typically between 50 and 55. I have both endometriosis and endomyosis. One destroys the outside of the uterus and the other one destroys the inside. My body doesn't process numbing anything. Lidocaine, Novocaine, benzocaine, nothing. It was hell as a kid getting dental work done because they would tell me to quit screaming and freaking out because it was numb, but it actually wasn't. Thankfully, I only needed 2 stitches after I had my daughter. Dang. Somebody said, are you redheads? Studies show that redheads feel pain in much more than other hair colors. I have a birthmark on my left wrist that perfectly matches the Big Dipper constellation. It's like having a little piece of the night sky with me at all times, navigating life with the stars on my arms. Sometimes one of my ears randomly close up and I feel a giant shift in balance in my head. Then my hearing goes out and sometimes my vision blurs. If I wait 20 and 30 seconds, it's normal. Man. My belly button is terribly sensitive to touch, and anytime it gets poked or I run into something where it feels like all guts are being poked as well, I can't even think about cleaning it. It would hurt too much. Somebody said, you have an umbilical hernia. These are interesting, but let's get over to the story times.
If you were a 19-year-old college student, you went to a club, you met another college student that was a boy. He also was a part of a fraternity, and he played football for the college that he went to. Y'all hit it off. Y'all started dating shortly after you met at the club. A few months into y'all dating, you find out that you're pregnant. Not only are you pregnant, you're pregnant with twins. Well, during the time that y'all were dating, you would notice that periodically he would start acting weird. But you just chalked it up to maybe he was stressed out about football in school because he had a lot going on. So one night, after you tell him that you're pregnant, he calls you over to his house. You're sitting on his bed. And while you're sitting on his bed, he's pacing the floor back and forth, and you're trying to figure out why is he pacing the floor. So you finally say, hey, why are you pacing the floor? He says, I have something that I need to tell you, and I think it's very important. So you say, okay, what is it? He tells you, I'm bipolar. You laugh because you think that he's joking. Well, once you realize that he's not joking, you stop laughing, and he says, this is not a joke. I'm being very serious. I take medicine for this shit. So you realize that he's really being serious and being genuine and sincere about what he's saying. And the pieces of the puzzle start to come together for you, and you're like, dang, that explains why he acts like two different people sometimes. So he tells you that he told you because he doesn't want you to be surprised if one or both of your children have the condition. So at that point, you're like, oh my God, what am I going to do if my babies have bipolar, if one or both of them have bipolar? So he tells you not to worry, that he's going to see you through the entire process. So you go home, you tell your mom that he has told you that he's bipolar, and she tells you it's going to be okay, we're going to pray about it. So during the time that you're praying, you're asking God to show you what it is that you need to do. So fast forward a couple of weeks, you get really, really sick while you're pregnant. I mean, extremely sick. You can't keep any food down. You are extremely fatigued, like you can barely stand up. You think that you have the flu, so you tell yourself, okay, I'm just going to lay down and let whatever's happening happen. Well, you get up, you go to the restroom, and you realize that you have blood in your clothes. So you go and you tell your mom, hey mom, I got blood. I probably need to go somewhere. So your mom gets up, she takes you to the hospital, and you realize that you are in the midst of having a full miscarriage. So you end up miscarrying not one, but both twins, and you're devastated. You call him, you let him know what's going on. He comes to be by your side, and you're like, oh my God, did I pray for this? So time goes on, y'all end up not being together anymore. He moves on with his life, you move on with your life. Here it is, 20 years later, and he still reaches out to you around the time of your miscarriage to tell you that he still thinks about you, and he still thinks about his babies and what life would have been like if you had those babies.
And then in the comments I seen, she said he got remarried. I don't know.
The Living Village. We left the window open. It's no AC. No AC. We have no AC. But now we have bugs everywhere. Like I'm about to really cry. Okay, I'm trying to kill him.
LeBron James is not staying in these conditions. You know, these poor little regular Olympians gotta stay like this. They don't got no air. They got bugs. The food is bad. I know this is why people are struggling over there, especially Americans, because we love to eat and we love our air conditioning. This is bad.
2008, you're convicted of lying to prosecutors about the use of performance-enhancing drugs. First woman to win 5 track and field medals in a single Olympics. And people want to know, do you feel you could have achieved that without the drugs?
1,000%. And that's what makes it very hard. I was blessed with just an enormous amount of talent, but knowing that it didn't need to happen the way that it did always will stick with me as a moment that is hard.
At first, Marion adamantly denying the allegations.
Trust me, if I had had a positive test, you guys would have known.
Then later confessing.
So it is with a great amount of shame that I stand before you and tell you that I have betrayed your trust.
Stripped of her medals and serving 6 months in prison. You've been out of the spotlight for so long. Why come back now?
I needed to step away. I needed to step away to reflect on why certain choices were made, now what, and then now moving forward. When I was in 49 days of solitary confinement, right, and I was sitting there saying, you could allow all of this to just put you under, or you can use what your mom has always said about you, that you're something special. I was not going to allow my poor choices to waste her dream. And how are you going to use your life, your experiences now to help people?
Now focus on helping others emerge stronger while overcoming obstacles. Marion's embarking on a new coaching initiative.
Well, I would hope that people would look at my journey, Robin, and ultimately come to the conclusion that failure isn't forever. That although many people cannot relate to being an Olympic athlete, an Olympic champion, a convicted felon, everybody can relate when it comes to failure in their lives. And so not only do I coach and teach and mentor entrepreneurs on how to pull themselves up when they're dealing with stuff, and how do you create balance with all of it.
2008.
Marion Jones, I feel bad for her because, people have cheated and lied and they never went to jail for it. And I feel like her team had to have been pressuring her to do that. She was so young, and I just don't feel like she made that decision on her own. But I'm glad that she redeemed herself.
Apparently, life at the Olympic Village is an absolute shit show, and food is the biggest reason why. France is trying to push a healthier plant-based diet, and athletes are saying it is not cutting it. They don't have enough calories, enough protein, and just enough food in general. The second reason for the issue is that the Olympic Committee has come forward saying they are having some supply issues. In other words, they can't get enough food. The third reason for the complaints is some athletes have said that they have received raw meat. In fact, the entire Great Britain Olympic team has been told not to eat any of the food at the Olympic Village. The second biggest issue is the air conditioning, or lack thereof. In an attempt to run the most eco-friendly Olympic Games ever, the committee opted out of air conditioning. Instead, they planted shade trees and installed fans. Rooms should stay at 79 degrees Fahrenheit. After getting enough complaints from Australia and the United States, the committee allowed some athletes to bring in an AC unit. The Olympic Committee has responded.
I know LeBron is not staying in these conditions, y'all.
Auntie Mine, Uncle Charlie up in here with another girl. I don't tell no lies, baby. I don't tell no lies. I don't lie. You waiting for my Uncle Charlie? Oh, you going my Uncle Charlie? Oh, hey, girl. I'm Lala. I'm his niece. Okay. This nigga then got a new girlfriend. Uncle Charlie, why you tell me you got a new little bag up there? I just met your girl. Auntie got a new bitch.
Uncle Charlie and Walmart creeping.
Found out this morning my husband's cheating on me.
I watched that 7-part story so you don't have to. So this woman gets a message on TikTok from someone that also knows her husband, asking if she posted him in a Facebook page called Are We Dating the Same Guy? She's like, why would I post him there when we're married? Her and her husband have a 16-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a newborn that's like 10 weeks old. So a few days prior, he actually didn't come home one night. He stayed out until about 6 o'clock in the morning and thought that was perfectly normal. Now she clocked that, and then fast forward a few days later, she gets this message on TikTok. She asked him why he didn't come home that night. He's like,
I was tired. I spent the night at a coworker's house. I didn't want to drive the 30 minutes back home. So now she's sitting in the bed and she's got this message on TikTok, right? So she's like, let me go downstairs. So she goes and looks at his phone. It was actually just open and out, and she looks at it and she sees a name and it says Kate with red hearts. And she's like, who is Kate? She goes into the kitchen. She starts making breakfast for her kids. He comes downstairs. She doesn't exactly remember how she brings up the conversation, but she tells him, like, hey, people are posting you in this Are We Dating the Same Guy Facebook page. Why would that be happening? He's like, oh, these people are out to get me. They're lying. I don't even know who they are. And so she's like, all right, well, who's Kate? And he's like, Kate. His face goes blank. He's like, who's Kate? I don't know, Kate. What are you talking about? She's like, okay, go into your phone right now and tell me the first name that you see on your phone. And he's like, oh, you want me to go to the Facebook page? She's like, no, I want you to look at your phone and tell me the first name that you see on your text messaging. And he's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Starts to just like backpedal. She's like, okay, well, I want to talk to Kate. Like, let me talk to her. And he goes, for what? So there is a Kate. Do you know a Kate? She's like, I want to know what you guys have been talking about. I want to know if she knows you're married. Does she know that you have children? Does she know you have a newborn? Like, I want to talk to her. He just keeps gaslighting her. You guys know the routine. Gaslighting, lying. He leaves around 11 p.m. She's recording another video about 10 a.m. and he still hasn't come home. He calls her about 4 p.m. that day talking about, oh, I went to a buddy's to decompress and I took some Benadryl and knocked out. And here we are now. Are you joking? Are you? She's like, he was with Kate, obviously. Obviously. He comes home, tries to pretend like nothing's happening and everything is fine, just like going about his day. And she's just like, this is so bizarre. So she basically tells him in one of the conversations, like, this isn't going to work out. And he said, why is a man willing to sacrifice his happiness for his family, but a woman will sacrifice her family for her happiness? Like, bro, what? So he's not apologizing. He's not remorseful. And it seems like he's gone back and told the girl, like, why would you post me? Because the post that was on that Facebook group is gone now. So clearly he, like, went back to her and was like, why'd you do this to me? She is moving forward with the divorce. She's, like, crowdfunding, asking people to help her, like, pay for an attorney. She, like, dropped her Venmo. If you want to support her, go to her page. But she's like, I'm not even interested in figuring it out. I just want to get my kids out of this toxic situation and move forward. So we wish her the best, as always. Go show her love. Y'all have a great day. Bye.
I love when people post the 7-part series and summarize it. It's perfect. Truck rode off again, and they are afraid to even be standing behind that truck, like, and then he's the poor guy, and then he took a picture of the package. He's probably like, I have so many more packages to deliver. Poor guy. I'm blaming that truck.
That's why you use the machine, because you can't make me come, because you ain't shit.
Only thing motherfuckers come that I want
Nigga, you fucking crazy. You be staring at my picture.
Fucking one bitch. Imagine how much of a hoe you are.
Just keep driving. Stay focused. Right? Stay focused. I ain't gonna embarrass you. Okay, you be a real fucking insanity. You ain't being honest. That's why you use a machine.
Imagine being in the backseat of that car.
Are you checking out or are you staying over?
¿Te vas a ir o te vas a quedar?
Okay. ¿Por qué la pregunta?
Good question.
Because I need to clean your room when it's 11:43. Check out is at 11 o'clock.
Porque necesito limpiar tu habitación y son las 11:43 de la mañana, serán las 12 de la noche.
Pues si no me la limpiaron en 9 días que tengo aquí, no necesito que me la limpien ya porque yo creo que mañana es el... She said she gonna beat your ass. Well, if they haven't cleaned in 9 days that I have been here, I don't need them to clean it anymore. I think I'll deliver it tomorrow. Man, I didn't ask you all that. Put the thing back on there, shit.
Because I think they'll deliver it tomorrow.
Baby, I didn't ask you all the smart talk. I just asked you, was your ass staying over or was you checking out? Are you checking out or...
Girl, she was trying to clean the room. She said, bring that thing back on. Lord have mercy. Google Translator. Thank goodness for that.
Y'all, so this is a quick little story time because I'm still baffled. I had to sleep on it a little bit before I come on here and tell y'all about it, but let's get into it. So I went on this date, right? Went on a date. Normally, dating within my age group, a lot of men don't do dates. So y'all ought to know that this guy was a little bit older. He wasn't too much older than me. He's like maybe a little bit under 10 years older than me, around about 7, 8, maybe 9 years older than me. Anyway, he was a nice, handsome guy. He was sweet, and he asked me out on a date, so I said yes. So we ended up going on a date. So y'all, as we are on this date, we get to talking about dogs. I don't know how the conversation led to us talking about animals, but he ended up showing me a picture of his dog, right? I personally don't have a dog, but I live with one. My sister has a dog. And so I was talking about my dog nephew, the book. So yeah, he was telling me about his dog. So keep in mind, y'all, I'm drinking wine at the table. As I'm drinking wine, y'all, I'm getting tipsy. Every sip I take, I'm getting more and more tipsy. Tell me, y'all, we still talking about dogs at the table. As I'm getting tipsy, my intrusive thoughts won, y'all. Oh my God. Don't judge me. I don't want to hear it. Don't judge me. So y'all, my intrusive thought was to bark at the table like a goddamn dog. And that's what I did. And I didn't do just no any bark. I didn't do like no little... I did a woo at the table. So y'all, I'm sitting at the table flabbergasted. Meanwhile, my date is like, the fuck? Y'all, tell me why he just went, hell no, hell no, oh, hell no, hell no. I'm over here confused because I'm like, I know I just had an outburst or whatever, but why he just going hell no, and not saying nothing? Like, why you just keep on just saying hell no? Like, I apologize. I'm over here trying to explain myself. I apologize for my outburst, but why are you saying hell no, sir? Y'all, tell me why. He said, I'm glad you had the outburst. I know a nigga's voice when I hear it. Y'all, I immediately went, no, wait. No. I'm still trying to explain to him. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not a dude, sir. Wait. Y'all, when I say that man was not trying to hear it at all, he was not trying to hear nothing I was trying to say. He was not trying to hear me out whatsoever. So, y'all, I'm over here still trying to explain myself. I done offered to show him my ID. I done offered to show him a baby picture of me. He still was not like, nah. He was like, no. So, moral of the story, ladies, if you go on a date, make sure you are in your feminine era, okay? Because any indication of masculinity, they're gonna swear up and down you're a transgender.
Old school was like, I knew this young girl was too good to be true. Why did you bark like that, young lady, at that table? You had old school all messed up. That's the show for tonight, guys. Y'all have an amazing, amazing day. Stay prayed up.